don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you.
All right. So, here's the thing. These women will put all of these restrictions, right? Oh, he's got to have this. He's got to have that. We talk about the 6 figures. You talk about the height. You talk about now it's like it's not enough to be a good man. No. I also need to be, perfectly compatible in this way. And his sense of humor's got to be just right. And listen, at some point, just accept that you're going to be alone. You're going to be alone. And you know what's interesting to me is that for years and years and years, you saw couples, happy couples. I can think of my grandparents on both sides, great-grandparents on both sides, other people's grandparents. It really started with, I think, my parents' generation, where people started to get like, you were looking for all of a sudden the perfect match, which doesn't exist, we all know. My grandparents were 2 crazy Italians. They disagreed a lot. I'm sure that they didn't check every box for each other. They were married their entire lives. They got married. I think my grandpa was like 20 when they got married. I think my grandma might have been a little older than him actually by a couple of years, maybe 22. They had 3 kids. They were together forever. I can remember them fighting one time and my grandma chasing him around the house with a loaf of Italian bread. I mean, things happened in the house, right? But it was just, it wasn't like you were always looking for there's somebody better for me. Like you knew very few people who had been divorced. And there was just this acceptance that you met somebody, they were a good person, they checked a few boxes and you were like, okay, I'm going to, start my family. And then you worked it out. You became a family unit. You relied on each other and you worked through things. Now, because of the way social media is and technology is and the text messaging is, first of all the exes are like in a storage cabinet that you can go check. Oh, I can go stalk an ex. I can go see what they're up to. Oh, I can message this person. They can message me. It's like connections don't break. Some connections are meant to be broken. It's like some people are meant to stay in your past and that's it. But now it's like everybody's always able to see what everybody's doing. So they recycle into the present if you're with somebody that allows for that to happen. Then it's like, oh, these people have a fight with their boyfriend. Suddenly the boyfriend's bad. Social media is full with a whole bunch of guys. Oh, well, this guy sent me a message on my DMs and this guy said this to me and I don't know this guy, but I don't know, maybe they're better than the guy I have. There's all of these supposed options all the time, particularly at women's fingertips. And that's why when we talk about women are the ones who leave most of the time. Well, yeah, because they have all the options. They're constantly being inundated with, oh, you're so hot. Oh my God, I love that picture. Oh, when you get rid of your boyfriend, let me know. Oh, I know we dated 5 years ago, but you look so damn good. I just had to let you know. Like this happens all the time. All the time. And I know because it's happened to me. It's happened, and I ignore those messages. I actually changed my phone number twice. I'm not kidding. I changed my phone number twice over the years. Once when I was in my early 20s, and then once, when I met my husband, because I didn't want these people that, from the past in any way, even if I had a date with somebody, I don't need you recycling into my, like what's done is done. Like I'm ready to start my life with someone. That's a responsible thing to do, by the way. And I don't stalk people. I don't care what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But they do because every time they have a fight, it's like insecure. I'm going to find somebody. Oh, I'm going to make my boyfriend jealous. So there's a lot of that going on. Stop being so picky to the point. I'm not saying you got to just pick any guy off the street. But if you're so picky to the point where you've lost a sense of reality, then just accept you're going to be alone. You're going to be alone. You're going to be part of that freeze your eggs culture. And then you're going to be crying. 1726, Deli on number 7.
End of the day, if y'all let the man be a man, like I promise, and you pick the right one, I promise the shit is gonna flow so beautifully.
Do you know what we have to pick from? Do you know what's out here? You must not know.
Waiting. You know who I thought was gonna say that? I thought she was gonna say that.
Okay. So she's like, do you know who we have to pick from? Could you flip that though? Couldn't a guy flip that and say, do you know who we have to pick from? Women who are like, I want to go to the club with I know we're dating, but I want to go to the club with my friends tonight, coming out wearing what looks like a bikini with stilettos. Like with strip club, do you have a side gig you didn't tell me about? I agree that both genders, I think people are slacking in some respects. I do. The women are becoming less feminine. The guys are sitting watching the pornography and sitting in front of the video games. Everybody's getting fat in this country. So yes, it's not what it should be. It's not at optimum capacity. Go to a beach. I live in Florida. Go to the beach and it's like the obesity capades. I don't know what's going on even. It's like people are just running. I'm seeing bellies jiggle. I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Shamus left and right. Left and right. So yeah, the marketplace is not looking so cool in general. But again, like own both sides of that. Don't make it like, oh, well, women are just like here. We're all 10s. And look what we have to choose from. Really? Come on. These women have to take no personal responsibility. Own that there are a lot of women out there behaving badly and disgusting, nasty stuff. Guys don't want to be with nasty. And yes, there are a lot of guys that aren't stepping up to the plate. These women in the same breath, by the way, will get mad at people like Andrew Tate who are telling these guys, get it together. Get into the gym. You want to fix your depression? Don't turn to a pharma drug. Go do it for yourself. Go get a 6-pack and come talk to me. Eat the right food. What are you eating? The big donuts, all that? What's going on? Whoever it may be. I'm not just saying Andrew, but there's health gurus out there trying to say, get it together. In addition to guys in the manosphere and whatnot. Then they get mad at those guys too. So you can't win with these women. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.